Hi everybody, back again. Today we're going to talk about anger and the enneagram. And I thought this might be helpful for those of you out there that struggle with anger and see it as a really negative thing. And I certainly did for many, many years. I always had issues with anger. Even when I was little, I seemed to get very angry all the time, very moody, very sullen. I'd go into moods and it would take me a long time to kind of get out of those moods. Yeah, so I always struggled and really thought there was quite something wrong with me in a way, because I never really met any other women like that. I never really saw people who were struggling, or never obviously spoke about it back in the day. I mean, this is a long time ago, so we never really talked about those kind of things. But as I grew, I knew that my anger was an issue. I was a rageaholic. I'd repress it, and then it'd come out and, had all this energy behind it. So it felt like out of control and bigger than me. And it wasn't really until I found out about the Enneagram that I really understood myself so much better. And the Enneagram is a personality profile. Ennea is 9 in Greek, gram is type, so 9 types. So this is a personality type. You can go online, put in Enneagram, free test, do it a couple of times, see what number you are, and then read Enneagram, whatever number you are. I'm a 9, and it just blew me away, because the first time in my whole life someone explained that yes, my personality type, initial response would sometimes be anger. And I hated that about myself because it felt out of control, it felt big, it felt overwhelming. So I really struggled. I really, really struggled with that. So I wanted to share, because I think the Enneagram was so profound for me. Maybe it will be for you, because there's 3 different types of people. 3 different types. The first one is, so I'm just taking my earphones out of that one, is 3 different types. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the 8, 9s and 1s, they're the top 3. Their emotion that they struggle with most is anger. 2, 3s and 4s is anxiety. Anxiety is a moving towards energy. It wants to fix things. It wants to do. They're the doers. The 5, 6, 7s are the fear-based. So their initial response is fear, and they will withdraw. They tend to be the withdrawers. Now, this is very general. Obviously, you have to go and do your own research around this. Enneagram, originally, I don't want to go into the history of it all, but this is the myth that a pane of glass came to Earth, shattered into 9 pieces, and we all got to look in one piece, and depending what piece we saw reflected as to who we are and our basic personality types. But in the Enneagram, it talks about anger. Now, I use anger as a primary emotion. It's not always what I'm feeling, but that's how it presents sometimes. So I really wanted to talk to you about how it helped me, because first of all, it made me understand that I wasn't crazy, I wasn't mad, because I think I got told you shouldn't, you mustn't, I was a woman, so I'm actually not allowed to feel angry. I was a young girl, don't be angry. And I realised my anger was, yes, it was a curse, believe me, it got me into all kinds of trouble, but actually it was such a gift, because I'm not sure if I'd be here. Because I had some sticky situations sometimes, and it was only my anger that helped me survive. So I actually think anger is the really healthy emotion to have. Anger comes up when you feel like you're being abused, used, violated, walked over. It's a very normal emotion to have. So I just want to help encourage people, women, men. It's okay to feel angry. It's not the anger that's the problem. It's what you do with it. You repress and let it come out sideways like I did, and it starts to run the show. Then that's not going to work for you. You're going to get you in all sorts of trouble, because if you're led around by this emotion, well, this emotion gets triggered all the time, and then we all know people that you don't even have to look at them the wrong way and they react, and that was probably me one time. Road rage in cars, what's that about? actually interesting, most of the road ragey people I know are very mild and meek and mannered people, and they get in their car and it's like, roar, they get unleashed. And it's actually quite interesting from a therapeutic perspective to see how some people will allow their anger in certain situations but never in others. Now that's about our conditioning. And so this is just a quick video to introduce you to the Enneagram. So hopefully you'll go out there, do a couple of tests, just out of curiosity. For me, it's always about, I want to learn about myself, I want to know myself, and it changed me, and it was such a relief, and it was so enlightening, and it made such an impact in my life. It changed me and helped me understand me at such a different level. And you know, other people, they go to fear, they go to anxiety. Me, I go to anger. Doesn't mean I'm always angry. Sometimes I'll be scared, but actually the surface that comes out is anger. Some people it's fear, some people it's anxiety. Now, you'll know if you've got issues with anger because everything pisses you off, everything annoys you. It's like you're easily triggered. You know, you're annoyed by the little things. And I think that was me. Everything annoyed me. Everything drove me mad. Yeah. So that was always an interesting one, and it helps you understand yourself. For me, this is what this journey is all about. It's about you understanding yourself. Where were your wounds? How did you get treated? How did you take those messages? Who did you become? And where did it all lead? So the drives. But for the Enneagram, I think if you've got issues with anger, then check out the Enneagram. There's a lot of us that struggle with these kind of emotions, and no one really knows. We go to anger management. For me, that doesn't work. A lot of it's trauma rage. You got to heal the trauma, and then the anger will dissipate. I very rarely get triggered anymore. I very rarely get angry. Oh, we're in the middle of the desert here in Cooper Pedy, so this is a huge place where people can come and park. So people are coming and going. So nice big rig there. Anyway, back to anger and the Enneagram. And so check out the Enneagram. Check out what it says. I don't know if this is actually written anywhere. I mean, I went to certain places and learned about the Enneagram, so I suppose a lot of my information's a bit different. But what it helped me understand is that that's how I respond. Now, that response is my responsibility. And when you take hold of that, everything changes. But today is just a quick one. I will talk more about this if you want, and I will talk more about anger and resentment and the difference between that and trauma. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. I hope it's piqued your curiosity to go check it out. So please do. And anyway, that's all for now. Bye.